back to TEW 2016, The Branding Solution, and we are here on Smackdown for the go-home show before Extreme Rules. So we are having pre-show matches to look for more tag teams, and you know what, there is a good chance I'm going to call Casey Owens and Vivian up. I will not be calling her Casey Owens on my main card, because obviously Kevin Owens, so they are an excellent tag team, so it's another. If I want to use it, it's a bit of a job in tag team until I want to build them. And we actually gave Mandy Leon and Joyce O'Brien the victory, but still, we're going places, slowly and surely, trying to find tag teams. We move on to give Gail Kim a victory over Nixon Newell. Nixon Newell is someone I've seen a lot of people hire and try and make something of, so I'm going to leave her in NXT for a while and then see where we take it. I had to give Technically Flawless a match. I gave them a victory. I found out that Carmel Jacob and Sarah Marie Taylor are from a tag team, both the Scottish ladies, so we thought we'd just stick them together on the show. An in-ring performance with a 7 is a new low, but that is more because she is not very popular. And yeah, well, it'll do what it needs to do. I'm not that worried. Technically Flawless look good. We then have Evie picking up another victory over Barbie Hayden this time. Borrowed from NXT, I continue to push Evie slowly. And we try some more tag teams. We use a couple of one real one in Naomi and Alicia Fox. Nobody anything special here. Performance-wise is all over the place really. Taryn Terrell the star. I did give Naomi and Alicia Fox the victory. But still, yeah, I'm happy at it. As I say, I'm just experimenting. I gave Lou Darker a victory again just to carry on her little push. She's dominant one of Natalia's group, I feel, at the moment. I had to give Eva Marie a victory, as you'll see later in the show why. And we did go for one more tag team. And we had zero chemistry from one. My real tag team looked good though, as they picked up the victory. The Jet Set. I tried Christina Van Eerie in another match. Her partner has a match, so we thought we'd just try her out. Not the greatest. We start the show, again a bit like before, I'm kind of putting Carmella into a little group with Sasha and Charlotte, where they're sort of going to be like the top dog type of thing, but Carmella's kind of going to be the one that will take pinfalls or be the one that gets beat down in the faction. I feel like they could be 3 very dominant lead women. We have the women's champion. We have Charlotte, who could probably walk into any title, and Carmella is the debut champion. So I feel those 3 could be really dominant. And they're sort of saying how they're going to be the best in the business for a long time to come. I don't even want to use the word evolution because there's not an old one. But if I was to potentially put Trish Stratus as like an authority figure, I would put Trish as sort of like the Ric Flair figure. And then you would have probably your Triple H in Sasha and Charlotte, but they're both that good. But Carmella would be like the Randy Orton. That's what I'm trying to do, a women's sort of evolution between those 4. And Becky and Paige are challenging Sasha and Ember Moon. It's a bit tired of what happened last week, as she didn't get pinned, which is important, but still, just hyping up the big matches for the pay-per-view. And we dive back into the Queen of the Ring qualifiers now. Cheryl Evans picks up a victory to get to the next stage. This leads to a showdown between Cheryl and her tag partner Angel Williams, the tag champions, and the number 1 contenders, as Candice LaRue proves that, well, you may have won yours and I'm going to win mine. So we went for a back-to-back women's Queen of the Ring, and Candice LaRue picks up an easy victory. These matches don't affect the storyline, which I think is really important, because that's just showing that they're picking up wins, but that interview segment helps the storyline look really strong. Edge calls Nikki Cross and sort of tells her how impressed he's been with her, and tells her that, you are part of this Queen of the Ring tournament. You will face that opponent, Eva Marie, at Extreme Rules. Just remember, it's a bit more competition than you're used to, Nikki. Just make sure you don't let her intimidate you. And Nikki just sort of laughs and walks out. I'm trying to keep this psychotic sort of character she has. So she's sort of in the psychotic laugh and walks out. And just heads down there, sort of hitting anything that gets in her way. Not people, like desks, tables, like trunkers, walls, doors, slightly psychotic looking. And we're going to put Nikki Cross and Eva Marie on Extreme Rules. It will be Hill versus Hill, but the random generator Nikki Cross Eva Marie sounds like a perfect way to give Nikki Cross what you would call an easy victory to advance in that tournament. But then we put a big match in, where we have Charlotte defeat Paige. I definitely said pinfall, but Sasha did distract Paige in this match. Not much selling going on. I thought they were both good at that, but otherwise, no. I'm slightly surprised with that. Never mind. Still a solid match. And afterwards, the two are starting to beat Paige now, but Ember Moon makes the big save, hits the ring and clears house. Yeah, so Ember is looking great. She's been in 2 promos, not even in a match yet. Next up, Carmella in the Queen of the Ring picks up a very easy victory of Angel Rose. One of the reasons I never push Angel is just because I couldn't find a picture of her. I'm probably regretting signing her now, but she probably is really good in real life. I don't have any issues. I just like to have the pictures to go with my competitors. And Carmella states that, along with her queens, they will keep the titles however hard anybody tries to get in their way, which brings Leve Bates out. As you got lucky last time, you're not going to keep that title. And remember, once I take it, you ain't getting it back, love. The rules of the debut title is you cannot re-win it. You're only ever allowed to be a one-time winner. And you're not allowed to ever hold a title within this WWE save ever to have it, and you can use it to cash in for a title match of your choosing. So that's good. I like that idea. So yeah, good promo. Danny Bennett got into more trouble backstage, wrestling court, so she had to eat a pinfall. Well, it went to be her that ate the pinfall, but Kaylee Ray and Aaliyah win. This is sort of building up to the big 5-on-5, which is why these two go back and forth. I didn't bring all of the younger ones out. Just thought I'd leave the captains or the mentors to go back and forth. In another one of the Queen of the Ring qualifiers, Mickie James defeats Sinatra Garrett in a simple enough match. It was unlikely I could give Sinatra the victory here. But afterwards, Nikki Bella comes out and lays out Mickie James. Has all that respect finally gone between the two of the, we say, lengthy stars in the business rather than old, because they're not old, but experienced stars. That continues. That they were going to have a respect match, but now Nikki's turned it more personal. Nikki Cross wins in 1 minute. Absolutely squashing. Excellent squash match. She gets all the bad things for Angel Blue, just a local jobber. And Nikki Cross is looking very good. She's up to the mid-40s now. I think it's great. We then have Alexa Bliss cutting a promo on Asuka, which Asuka and Bayley come out to defend themselves and the Intercontinental title. And Alexa Bliss just sort of said, well, I may have beat you last week, Bailey. It won't be the last time I beat you. I'm sure this other woman, Nia Jax, who comes out, will beat you this Sunday in that last woman standing match. And 82 is a great rating. And that was a bit of a bummer. Billie Kay defeats Katrina Lee. Katrina is what I would like to think the weaker of the New Midnights. Billie Kay is one of, I can't pick between those two. So I wanted her to look good going into this match. We get to a backstage segment, and Evie is shown lying on the floor with Summer Rae and Emma just sniggering and walking off as the backstage medics come and check on Evie. We've done this just to make it look like Summer Rae and Emma have attacked Evie. They're tired of all of what is happening. So it's a bit their way of sending a message. We didn't want to show the attack, it seems a bit pointless. But it also shows these two looking menacing. And in our main event, we got a steady little 85 again, where Asuka and Becky Lynch lose to Sasha and Alexa Bliss when Sasha picks up the victory by pinfall only. We kept everyone looking strong. Becky has gone down a bit, which is slightly worrying. But Asuka and Sasha, they could have a long-term rivalry. I think they could take this women's brand to a new level. That it was going to be the end of the show. Just those two looking strong. They couldn't fit another segment in. I'm happy with where that ended, but the heels looking strong. And we get a steady 83. Okay. So anything that's above an 80 is good for this show. We had a couple of strong segments, a few weak matches, but the weak matches are getting better. So we'll head back to the main screen and look at the Extreme Rules card. And we are now back to the main screen, so let's check some news. Nothing to really read here. There's nothing to worry about, really. We'll check a few decisions. We have Baron Corbin staying. I gave him a 5-year deal because if he's going to be something, he's going to have to. There was another decision. Oh, that's just a renewal. Nothing important there. And then, if nothing important on that bit, this is a very dry news day, I guess. So, what the hell? That's always a good thing. It means no one's unhappy. Like you can see here, the only unhappy people were Lesnar and Punk, and when were they ever happy in the company? Let's be honest. Great workers, great guys, but never mind. The storylines are at 76, 85 on that. Evie wants a 64 thanks to the backstage segment. Nikki is a strong one. Tag titles is pretty impressive. Women's title was good. New Midnight's slightly down but still good. The debut title was good, as is the IC. The Young Lionesses is my weak link. I can have slightly too many storylines for a 2-hour show. I feel I could actually put all my brands to 3. And how the hell did Sasha Banks become number 1? That is worrying. Who's hot? No women on there. Rosa Mendez, Cameron. Maybe I should just make them a tag team. Let's see if we can build them up. Let's do it. We're going to make them a tag team. Cameron and Rosa Mendez. What should we call them? Failure's not flattering? That's a bit harsh. But it sounds good. Let's see. This always takes a while to load up. I have slightly too many tag teams, but I have 3 brands. I like to have at least 10 to 15 tag team potential on each show. Auto suggest a name. The Power That Be. No. Definitely not. Okay, we may just have to go with what I said. Failures, not flattering. Anything. There's just nothing good. All the names that come up are just the ones we've seen before. Girls Gone Wild. Slightly too... not quite right. Let's see if there is going to be one good one. I'm hoping to find one. A bad reputation. That sounded perfect. Bad reputation it is. They will work as a unit, I hope. And that is my new tag team. Bad reputation. The next mission is to push them to a tag team title. We may even debut them at Extreme Rules as a tag team. Maybe not. We'll see. Seeing that Sasha was so highly rated, what happened? I know I tweaked a couple of things, but only psychology I think I touched. Actually, it doesn't have too much. No. It's pretty averagely bad on that page, to be honest. Performance, safety and consistency, they were always there. I know I bumped the psychology slight, but not... I didn't do that much to it. Selling's good. Everything on this page is good for the type of competitor she is. And charisma is brilliant. Acting is great. Star quality, sex appeal, microphone. Do we pull the trigger and actually make Sasha bank? No, she's a heel. She can't do the figurehead. That's sad. It would have been a good choice, I feel. Right, we said we'll look at the card. Extreme Rules. We have Natalia's team of Ludaka, Nana, Tessa, and Aaron Knight versus Gail, Aaliyah, Dana Brooke, Dusaki, and Makoto. Yeah, that'll do. The Intercontinental I Quit match. Charlotte versus Ember Moon. We got Generation versus the New Midnights. Last woman standing between Bayley and Nia Jax. Nikki Cross, Eva Marie, Queen of the Ring match. Triple Threat Women's Championship match. Summer Rae versus Evie. And the Heartbreak Express Challenge Bad and Beautiful for the Tag Team Championship. That seems like quite a nice card. I believe I actually haven't got one of the big matches on there. We were meant to actually have Nikki Bella versus Mickie James. Also on this card. Mickie James versus Nikki Bella. That is also meant to be on the card. Alright, yeah, we're good with this. And we're going to end the show here, and we'll be back for Shockwave next time. So thank you for watching.